with Berkly Catton of the Spokane Chiefs. Berkly, let's start right from the top, shall we? Training camp done and dusted over the weekend here. You guys, as we speak right now, are just getting ready to embark on your preseason campaign. But, just give me a sense what it's been like to be back in Spokane, have the guys all back together and get ready for the start of another season.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back. I mean, it's awesome to see all the guys over summer and how they've got better over summer. And yeah, it's been really good so far. It was a really good training camp. Lots of young kids. So it's kind of narrowed down now. We got about 20, 25 guys. So we're looking forward to this game we have coming up tomorrow.
Is it a little different for you now? I mean, you're, still only 17 years of age, but you got guys coming to camp that are now a couple of years younger than you, and you're almost one of the vets now.
Yeah, for sure. It's a little bit different than last year or years before, but no, it's been really good. I take lots of pride in being a leader and showing guys the way. As last year guys were so nice to me and years before that. So I take lots of pride in that, and it's been really good so far.
I have to ask you about the number change. I mean, Connor Roulette comes in, he's worn 34 his entire time in the league, but you switched to number 27, Berkly. What significance does that number hold for you?
Yeah, so it was kind of funny. I was planning to switch before, then it just worked out really well that Connor's 34 as well. But the move to 27 is my mom's favorite number, and always kind of growing up I worn it, so I thought it'd be kind of nice to switch to it. It's a familiar number for me, so that's kind of the reason behind it.
There you have it. Tell you what, when you look at this Chiefs group, Berkely, you mentioned you guys are kind of down to almost numbers here already. Um, when you look at the group that you have, what would you point out as maybe some of the strengths and some of the things that should excite fans in Spokane?
I think we're a skilled team that plays fast, and over the offseason we made lots of changes, and we just keep moving in that direction of skill, intensity, and yeah, hardworking players. So I think this year it's going to be fast. When you play in the Spokane Chiefs, it's going to be fast hockey. So yeah, I'd say that kind of be our identity.
You had a nice little jump start to the campaign, of course, representing Canada at the Gretzky Cup overseas. Take me back through that experience in August. Gold medal, a dramatic, overtime finish in the final game. But I think a lot of people saw what you were all about in particular with your ability to score and kind of lead that team offensively, Berkly. But take me back through that experience, what it was like for you, and how cool it was to be able to kind of soak that all in over the summer.
Yeah, like I've kind of said before, you come into a room with a bunch of guys you've never met before, and then 2 weeks later you're a champion together. So it's pretty cool. You got to meet a whole bunch of different guys, then even guys within our league. You play guys all the time, and then getting to know them as a person was super cool. Then obviously, yeah, that final game was something else with fans all over you and fog and whatnot. But we battled through all adversity and came out champions. So nothing but good things to say about that experience.
There's a few guys on that Czech team that are going to play in the WHL this year as well. Do you like to think maybe you have a bit of a scouting report on them now?
Yeah, for sure. A couple guys, I kind of looked out for that a little bit even before the games, but yeah, there's definitely a couple guys that are gonna do very well in our league this year from that team.
Let's talk about you ahead to this season now. Obviously, you look at the year ahead and it might seem like a long, long way away from now, but the 2024 NHL draft, right? It's a big year for you. Kind of take me through your mindset in terms of, how you're approaching this year. Is it just a case of just kind of focusing on what you can control and maybe trying to keep some of the noise at bay?
Yeah, I don't really find it to be any different than any other year. I'm just every year I want to have success and I want to have team success. So every game I'm gonna try to go out and dominate the game. Really, that's my goal this year. So whatever happens with the draft. I think if I stick to my game and grow as a player and a person this year, it's gonna help me on the end anyway. So.
Maybe no different than any other year, but at the same time, maybe a little bit exciting too.
Oh, for sure. It's obviously, yeah, I guess I'd be lying if I said that. Like, this is a dream since you've been a little kid. But, once you're on the ice, you're just playing hockey and you kind of got to block out all that outside noise.
When you look at yourself and your group here, I mean, when you kind of look at the season ahead, what are some of the things you guys have in mind in terms of growth and in terms of just personal kind of growth, team growth over last year into this year?
I think it's all just about moving forward for us this year. We all know that there might be the odd bad game, bad shift, whatever. I think it's just about what you're going to do the next shift or the next game, right? Just everything's about moving forward. No looking back at what's happened in the past. the goal is just kind of to grow as a team and obviously as individuals.
Second full season for you in Spokane. What's been your kind of favorite part about the city and kind of getting to know that part of Washington State and calling it home, really, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, I think the management in Spokane's awesome. From top to bottom, it's unbelievable. Then I'd say one thing that kind of stands out to us players and players who come in are our fans. They're arguably one of the best in the league. So I think every night when you come out and have fans on your side, no matter what's happening, it's pretty encouraging.